coalition of the Cretins. The main event, of course, that's taking place in the bid to bring peace to Ukraine and Russia is Trump meeting Putin. So what does Starmer do? He thinks it's a good idea to try and stick his little nose in and go, oh look, I'm over here. So he invites Zelensky to number 10. Why? I don't know. They even got the red carpet outside of number 10. What is wrong with Starmer? Has he ever met a man yet that he doesn't want to passionately hug? I can't be any more plain than what I'm going to be now. Listen, Germany, France, Starmer, all of you, listen. You're nothing. You're nobodies. You're not important. The only people that matter here, of course it's Ukraine, so Zelensky has to matter. But he's got no real power, let's face it. His own people want him out. But he's refusing to hold elections. Merz in Germany. Germany hasn't even got an armed forces. It's a joke. The UK's armed forces have been hollowed out by successive governments. We couldn't fight Russia for 5 days. The only people that matter are the Americans and the Russians. They're the only people who can possibly bring an end to this conflict. And I don't think they will, by the way. And you can get your Julia Hartley-Brewers all you want saying, oh, total defeat for Russia. Bollocks. I like her, you know, she speaks a lot of common sense. But absolute shit. Name me someone that's ever conquered Russia. You could get the American army and the entirety of NATO together, and you probably still wouldn't have enough troops to conquer Russia. That's how big and vast the place is. The Germans took 4 million troops in there on Operation Barbarossa. Nobody knows the exact number of Germans that actually made it back to Germany after fighting in Russia, but they reckon at least 55% of them died. Look at Napoleon. He took about 500,000 troops into Russia in a very different era, of course. Very, very few came back. I am sick of hearing warmongers like Julia Hartley-Brewer, Tobias Ellwood and all the rest who think they can take on Russia. You can't. The only way, unfortunately, is diplomacy, and I'm not honestly sure that's even possible with Putin in charge, but there's nothing you can do about it. Ukraine will have to give up territory because there is no other way, because nobody, and I mean this, nobody is going to go toe-to-toe with Russia, not because they've got the best military, not because they've got the best equipment, they haven't, but because of the sheer scale of the place and the vast, vast numbers of people they could call upon to fight on the front lines. Again, going back to Germany, they had a vastly superior army in World War II, but they were simply overwhelmed by the numbers and the scale of the place. Wake up, people, for God's sake, because I tell you what now, I'm not going to die in Ukraine. Are your children? Are you going to die for Zelensky?